So your players enter the dilapidated wing of the Anvilpeak Hotel. It's darker here. Was closed off. Maybe they made their way through some warning signs and whatnot.
Sure,
they
cobwebs.
picked a lock on an old door, like a big double doors or something. And they walk into a room.
First, I'm Tim. This is James. You're watching Tabletop Terrors. How about we do a Tabtarian toast?
May you mend the first brick.
May you kill the first snake.
And may you conquer everything you undertake.
Sláinte.
So, your players are at the Anvilpeak Hotel. They know something fishy is going on. They're exploring the dilapidated wing that, of course, they were told not to go to. Probably pick the lock to what I imagine is a very big double door. They find themselves in the room we were talking about. There's a very large light fixture. I'm thinking like an old style chandelier.
I'm thinking huge circular or like triangular iron.
And so they get through and they get in and there's floorboards are broken and there's difficult terrain. And there's probably this was like storage. So maybe there's like pews or other seats or beds or stuff covered in sheets.
Ooh, trunks. I like.
Just some trunks. Just dust everywhere.
Treasure chests. Good old-fashioned traveling, like, trunks.
Like, there's just boring clothes in there.
Yes.
But it could be a mimic.
Smell like mothballs, too, here.
Very mothball-y smell.
Mm-hmm. How do you get their little legs apart?
And then the door shuts behind him. Quickly. Maybe the lights start going out.
I think so. I'm thinking candles. These thick, like, size of my arm candles. Wick size of door hinges.
The lights start going out one by one. But as they're exploring...
I think it should be windy in there, but no open windows.
Okay, yeah, like there's a draft.
I'm starting to get a clearer picture of what the threat is in this hotel, and it's ghosts.
Yeah.
Like legitimate ghosts. And maybe that's what Charlie is seeing, is he sees these ghosts not impersonating people. What's the word?
This ghost, he does a really good De Niro.
Well, but that's what I think the encounter is. To me, there's wind, no windows open. So that's creepy, because, there's just... like he said, all these sheets in there. That's kind of cool. I would probably run it door slams as the candles go out. These sort of shadow ghosts start creeping. Have you ever seen The Princess and the Frog?
No.
There's actually a really cool voodoo element in it. And this like sort of witch doctor has these shadows that creep along the walls. And so it's really cool because they follow the lines of the architecture.
Yeah, they don't like float. They're like
in
the wall. Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm imagining.
They're shadows, right?
So they need light.
Well, because the lights have gone out, the players can't see them.
Let's flip it.
The lights come on.
The wind's still blowing it, but the flame won't go out.
And I had a problem with, okay, this makes everything better. Okay.
So the players actually have to turn the lights out. Flipping it!
So.
Door slams, light comes on.
Exactly.
What? Sheets are blowing, and then shadows.
Because the other thing is, they open the door, and they might immediately be, the DM tells them, okay, there's no light in here, and they're like lighting torches and stuff. So any light source has to be off.
Well, let me bend it. Let me twist it. The wind blows out other light sources fairly easily, but it doesn't blow out the candles.
Gotcha. Okay.
One of these candles lights, and it casts a shadow, and then you see like this hand start coming along. And it attacks. Like, it can grab players, grapple them.
Do some damage.
Yes.
But the players can't really hurt them, I guess, huh?
Let's say no. Let's make it awful. They have to get to...
Because, like, I don't know. I don't think you have, but in Dark Souls, the first one, there's a way you can go where there are ghosts, and you learn very quickly that you can't attack them. There's a blade you can get later that allows you to, but...
Let's go that stats.
It's like, you just go and you're like, oh, I can't hurt them? I guess I better run away or die, and usually you die.
I also like this kind of as a creepy addition. The candles are just bleeding this wax. White wax. Just...
Okay.
Like, it starts out dripping, and then with each round, it gets more and more until eventually, like, it's not a danger like it's filling the room, but, like, there's piles of wax. It's like...
Consider that you don't necessarily have to decide what exactly the parameters are. You can see what the players do and kind of go from there.
Sure.
You have the idea that there are these shadow ghosts that are attacking the players, and, they can only kind of move around easily or attack whatever where there's light. The other thing is, as we talked at the beginning, difficult terrain. There's floorboards and stuff all in the way, so it's not super easy to just run around. Another thing that's important is the door behind them locked, and the door in front of them is locked.
Make it so that there's a lot of dirt and broken floorboards. Like, as they step, it like the floor breaks under them or is already dirt, and that can be, maybe there's some bodies under here. And that's where these shadows are coming from. So if you want to get crazy with it, you can also have it so that after several rounds, some skeletal hands start coming up from the dirt as well. And I would love it if like a skeletal hand comes up from the dirt and starts like grabbing, and this huge shadow hand on the wall is mimicking it. And it's like multi-attack where it's like...
So another thing is, I think that it's important to give the players something in this room, whether they find it during the combat or they find it after. You know, there's so many things in here. There's trunks, there's other stuff.
Sure.
Maybe they do find something that allows them to handle ghosts.
One, I'd give them a clue to lead them further into the dungeon. Mm-hmm. Two, what if it's a simple set of silver dinnerware?
Okay, yeah.
That can hurt the ghosts.
I really like that.
So it's not like a silver sword or a dagger. It's like forks, spoons, knives. That's it. So your players are walking around with spoons and forks and knives. Look, creative players are going to smelt it down and make a cool weapon.
Yes, put something in place where they, like a Zelda dungeon, where you're like, oh, silver, or whatever the thing is. But lay those clues to add a little bit of flavor to all of the encounters with ghosts later and allow your players to kind of start really fearing these things that can't hurt.
Exactly.
And kind of grow into, oh, okay, more ghosts, not a big deal. What do we do? So that's an encounter, huh?
That's an encounter. If you like that at all, if you're having fun, click the subscribe button down below in the dungeon. That's what we call the description. You can find a link to subscribe. It's been great having you. This is Dungeon Scrawls. It's going to be a whole series. By the end of these videos, you're going to have one whole little dungeon that you can run.
Also, make your way down to the Oubliette, what we call our comment section, and tell us what your favorite musical number from a Disney animated film is. Let us know what you would make the weapons or the whatever.
Sure. It
doesn't have to be a weapon, but what you would give your players in this instance if they solve this rather than kind of running away or escape.
Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tim. This is James. We're Tabletop Terrors. Till next time, may your dice roll high.
No, he's
paranormalizing people.
Well, I think
possess is the word.
I think so, but remember, and there it is.
I'm Foley guy right now.
Anvilpeak Hotel. I'm saying that right? That's what we said.
Anvilpeak.
Anvil, not like in English. What?